Okay, Year 10s, welcome back. We're going to move on to 1.16. 1.16 syllabus objective is describe the forces acting on falling objects and explain why falling objects reach a terminal velocity. Now in Year 9 we looked at a video, if you were here in Year 9, of a skydiver falling, and you can see here these are diagrams of what's happening within the skydiver or when the skydiver falls, and there are some statements here that I would like you to complete. I'll show you how to complete that in a minute, but I'm going to teach you first, and I'm going to use one of the questions, question 4, which is explain why a falling raindrop does not go faster and faster. I'm going to use that to teach you with. So let's draw, let's use blue, excuse my diagram, but let's draw a raindrop. Now let's put the weight of the raindrop downwards. Obviously the weight's going to be very small, let's call it 0.1 Newton. Now when the raindrop is, well, before I do anything else, I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to paste it there, and let's just get the page big, and there, because my weight isn't going to change during my journey at all. So I've got 3 diagrams. Now this is at the start of its journey. Its speed is 0, so if its speed is 0, then its air resistance will be 0, so there is nothing for me to put on this diagram. But as it gets faster and faster, then its air resistance will build up. Let's draw the air resistance in red. Air resistance. And let's say the air resistance is 0.01 newtons, such that, let's go back to black, the weight is greater than the air resistance, so there is a resultant force, and if there is a resultant force it will accelerate. However, as it gets faster and faster, the air resistance gets larger and larger until eventually the air resistance balances the weight. Now this will be now 0.1 Newton, and we can say, back to black, that the weight is equal to the air resistance. So there will be no resultant force, and if there is no resultant force, then there is no acceleration. If there is no acceleration, then it is travelling at a constant speed. It's not a 0, that is its maximum speed, which we call the terminal velocity. So at the terminal velocity there is no resultant force, no acceleration, it will not go any faster, which is quite useful, because if it did continue to go faster and faster, then whenever it rained people would die, and I don't see people dying when it rains. Okay, now to explain how, a really neat way to fill in these, I'm just going to open this document up as a Word document. It's already open. I'm just going to move this up a little bit to give you some space to write your answer underneath. Let's move it right up here, and now I'm going to save that as a PDF. Let's save it to the desktop. Okay, there's my PDF document. Now a really neat way of filling in a PDF document, if you go to a website called this one, let's just delete that and go to the home page. It's called www.pdfescape.com/open, and you'll see it says upload a PDF, so I'm going to choose that PDF that I saved to the desktop, which is this one. Upload it. This is what you should be doing with it, and in a second you'll see that it comes up here. Now the great thing about this is that I can click on text and I can start typing away anywhere on the PDF document. with my answer. Let's do the first one for you. Let's put it right where it should go. Wait, I'm not going to do all of them, but you can answer the questions there in those spaces. For question 2, let's just go back to question 2 and have a look at question 2. Label each of the forces on the diagrams with the following: 700 newtons, less than 700 newtons, more than 700 newtons. Well, you can still do that on here as well. So let's type in here 700 newtons. The weight should never change really, so every single one of those weights will be 700 newtons. I'm giving you too many answers. Anyway, question 3. In your own words, explain carefully what happens when a parachute opens. I want a sticky highlight. Let's just highlight here in your own words. Look. So again, we're going to insert some text for question 3. In my own words, this is what's happening. So you can answer in that directly onto there. And for question 4 as well, you can do the same thing. Then save and download. So save and download, please. There it's downloading. I've done it twice. Let's keep it.